head below the sea. So we can set King Hecaton free. We'll find one with a giant lord, with either diplomacy or sword. Teleportation, oh yay. Where can we find our pigeon friend? Why was Daboff saved in the end? Is free will just a false sensation? We need a conch of teleportation. Teleportation, baby. Decisions made, we choose to find the conch up in the clouds. Diplomacy with cloud giants, the safest bet for now. With questions answered, we know for sure. It's off above the Evermore's adventure continues.
You place that upon there, as with everything else that you've placed upon these plates, it completely disappears, and then all of these lanterns relight. You have 6 more questions.
Okay.
Come on, let's nail this. Come on. What do we need to know?
I reckon we ask, what gives us the best chance of success with the diplomatic lady?
I thought we were going to ask for the other location first.
Where's
Gruff Hug? Yeah. We can ask both.
Let's do Gruff Hug first.
Yeah.
Okay. One of you steps on. Who's stepping on and asking the question? And how are you asking it?
Before I ask, what's his name?
Chief G. Her
name, Chief G.
G.
Yeah.
G.
G-U-H, if you want it spelled.
That's exactly as I guessed as well.
Okay. I step up and ask, what is the current location of the Chief G?
Okay.
He's going to say Gruff Hug.
Chief G resides in Gruff Hug.
Krill.
And with that, you see behind the hill giant on the wall,
PowerPoint presentation.
a magical mural appears in the north.
He's really just fucking get going.
and you see a spot which is illuminated for you. It is in the south. It is probably a good. It's probably a good 100 miles or so south of Yarta. I'll show you on the map later. You'll be able to see it on the map. But it's in the south. It's from here, depending on how you travel, it's many days. You'd have to go past essentially Linar Mall to get there. But
Linar Mall, of course, being the Countess Sansuri's flying castle.
Yes.
Yeah. So. Okay. One of the lights blinks out. So next, what are we doing now? Got that one?
What do we want to I would like to ask my question about destiny and free will, if we've got a spare question left.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 5 left. I can't imagine we're going to use them. May as well use it now.
Well, Dabov's got a question he would like to ask.
Have I?
Why he's back.
Yeah, didn't you ask about what would be the best route?
Oh,
what
yeah.
would be the best?
Yeah, but
up to you whether you want to ask that or not.
I'm happy to, if everyone's happy for me to ask.
Yeah,
100%. Cool. I'll step onto the circle and just say what would give us the best chance of negotiating with is it Countess Sansuri?
Countess Sansuri, yeah.
A few seconds pass. Actually, this is the longest you've had to wait for an answer. And eventually it replies and says,
The wantings of sentient beings are difficult to predict. I am aware that Countess Sansuri wishes for historic, ancient treasure to elevate her position with the gods. For my knowledge says that Countess Sansuri is a fickle, cruel, and vainglorious person. Treating with her will not be easy, but treasure is where your answer will lie.
Or we just have a fight.
Well, I mean, look, metagaming here. The reality is, you're probably, depending on how you handle these things, you've probably got fights, stealth, communication. Like, there's no right way of doing any of this. It's just, and there's no guarantee if you approach someone like her. Bearing in mind she's set up to be a character in this whole thing. There's no guarantee that you walk up to her and go, "Here you go, here's some gold." And she goes, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah, it sounds like she's got another side
Concentrate.
quest for us, whereas the other one's just a straight up fight.
Well,
Anyway,
you don't know that.
no,
You don't know,
that'd be
know
my
that she's got another
guess.
side quest for her
but
necessarily.
fuck knows.
You also don't know anything about the other lords, so you've only focused on two, and the Oracle has just given you quite an easy answer in that hill giants are at the bottom and cloud giants are usually good aligned. That's basically what the answer was.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So another one of the lanterns flickers out.
Go on, do it.
Four questions.
Does anybody else have like a personal question that they want to ask?
Just a mippage one.
Right, I'll step in.
Okay.
Oracle, do we have free will to be the masters of our own destiny, or are our lifetimes already planned out for us, with us just following the paths of our destiny?
This is a question beyond my understanding. However, I have heard it said that we all play our part in this world. However, in so doing, we sometimes direct others in their part in this world.
Classic philosopher, innit? Answering a question with questions.
Didn't give a question.
No, but I mean, answering without actually answering anything, but asking more questions through what he says. Yeah, I mean, fine. Cheers. Thanks.
Those of you who have not gifted your soul away perhaps have more free will than those who have.
Wow.
Spicy.
Wow.
Sick burn. Daboff, why don't you get in a circle and ask him why Dweezil's gifted his soul away? Go on. Why don't you ask him that?
No.
Okay, three
Quinch-
more questions.
Quinch steps up.
Oh, here we go.
Will Mippage ever forget me?
Already has.
I am afraid to be the one to tell you this, but Mippage died 3 days ago.
of a broken heart from missing you.
Was he fat and bloated on bread?
He was fed too much bread.
Too much sourdough.
It was way
Artisanal
too sour.
Was
Well,
the bread bit real?
Is that your question?
No.
Okay.
Did he really say the bread bit?
Yeah? No, not the bread bit, no.
Oh, fine. Okay. Thank you so much.
You can-
Obviously, I'm very sad to hear that, but thank you for the information.
You get nothing back. Right. You got 3 more questions.
I want to use one, but I don't know what exactly I want to ascertain. Something useful.
Oh, you just want your fair share of the questions. That's it. I don't know what I want to ask. I just want to make sure I get a go.
Harshnag walks into the room and says, do you have all the answers that you need?
Do you have any questions you'd like to ask, Harshnag?
Has anybody asked why the ordning is down?
That, of course, we have. That's such an obvious one.
Can you just wait outside for a minute?
Oh dear, yeah, that's not bad.
I thought we've asked this before.
Why? No,
haven't
you
we?
you asked where is Hecaton. That's all you asked. You never
I
asked
thought
why.
the ordning
You
was
asked
down
where is
because of
Hecaton.
Hecaton, though. I think we've asked this before.
No, we asked how we can I think we're all assuming that the ordning is down because of Hecaton, but yeah, well, we might as well. It's not. I mean, Sam's trying to think of some kind of question about teddy bears, so we might as well ask her.
Yeah, go on.
Get excessive clarity. Obviously, Nate doesn't feel like he has. If we were aware of it, there wasn't enough of an exposition dump involved in the showing of that. So Nate.
Well, I think we got to the point, right, where you're just using questions for the sake of using questions, right? I was happy to give you agency completely, but ultimately Harshnag was the guy that brought you here, and this was his whole quest. And so, also from a role playing point of view, he would basically want to, and let's just say for a few seconds, actually, aside from what you actually said there, let's just say you gave him a recap of what you did actually ask.
Yeah.
And he sort of said, and then he sort of ended that with, "Well, has anyone asked why the ordning is down?"
Yeah, let's do that. Go on.
It's a fair point.
Okay. So, do you want him to ask it?
Do you want to go, Harshnag? It's all right. It's good. Well, I was enjoying it, and then the last one wasn't as enjoyable because he got a bit personal and snarky.
That wasn't the last question asked.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it wasn't. Yeah. I do not want to take your agency. If you wish to ask the question yourself, please go ahead.
We want you to ask Harshnag.
Okay. Yeah, so he steps into the middle of the ring, microphone in hand, and he says, "Almighty Oracle, please tell me, why is the ordning? Why has it disappeared?" And a few seconds pass, and the voice returns in Jotun and says,
"The ordning was smashed by Anam the Allfather. He felt that the storm giants, being the top of such a thing, were indifferent to the threat of dragons. First they stood by while the cult of the dragon attempted to raise Tiamat, while some collude with dragons, even now, within his court."
Huh. That's interesting, eh?
That's a lot of information to decipher.
When Harshnag asked that question there, it reminded me very much of when Tarhan killed Quebchi. Same vibe, same energy.
What, saving the energy, saving the party?
Yeah.
Listen, I just want to give you some information.
Anam smashed the ordning because dragons.
So there's two more questions. So yeah, just to recap that, Anam got rid of basically destroyed the ordning because he felt the storm giants were basically just not doing their part. We're not upholding the law. We're not dealing with what they should be dealing with. And also, there is a dragon in Hecaton's court who colludes with giants.
So what you're telling us is that Anam, the god, he decided that the ordning should be no more. So actually, by reimposing the ordning, it's actually a really kind of punk rock anarchic move from Dweezil.
Yeah,
because
that's
that's
what gets you through to the next section.
Wishes of the deities.
Yeah.
Let's reimpose the ordning, boys.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Has anyone got a serious question?
I think we should kind of do what Mike said and ask if there's an easier way to travel back and forth from this place.
But I don't get it. Why would we need to come back here?
To ask more questions, but
questions, but it's more for the fact of we can get out of here and not have to do another 5 days. Across the snow.
It's more so that.
Then I guess it wouldn't be. What's the fastest way here? It would be what's the quickest way to. We pick which one we're going to go for, and then we just ask what's the quickest way to get there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. In terms of leaving, Is there
an alternative?
So should we just? Well, it's not even an alternative way. We just ask what the quickest way to get there, because we could say is there an alternative way, but it might not necessarily be quicker. Or they could say no, the quickest way is literally just to walk. Like. So
okay.
I guess we just decide
so where
which
do
one
we
we're going
want
to
to
go
go
for.
First? Yeah.
I think
do we want to
go
see
for
the Countess.
I reckon we I reckon we go for the fight one, isn't it?
No, that's right down south, man. That's like weeks of travel.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm open to either.
I think it's weeks of travel, whereas the going to the Countess on the Evermoors, we're probably talking 10 days of travel.
Yeah, so
rather than.
But I mean, we've got two questions left. We ask, what's the quickest way to one? What's the quickest way to the other? And then based on that, we go for it because there could be a quicker way to get to. Because remember, we've got this. What's the teleport thing we've got?
Conjured teleportation.
No, not that. The
The teleportation.
The
circle.
Oh,
circles.
the teleportation circles.
the teleportation circles. We don't know. Do we know if there's any that are closer to one than the other, or
Okay,
We do know where
you
they
know there's
are.
one in there's one in Mirabel.
yeah?
You also know there's one in Yartar.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Loudwater, and Evermore.
So any of these remotely
Yeah.
closer to?
Well, Mirabel was where you were just before you came into the mountains, right?
Right, so
that's the
we would get back to there.
So that's about 10. I mean, that's about 10 days just to get back to there.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And which one of the Harper's circles would be close to Gruthug?
Probably, I would think. Let me quickly check the map. I would think it's probably Yartar. That still would be a few days, but Yartar basically Yartar was just north of the Desserin Hills, and Gruthug is a few days ride south of the Desserin Hills. So from if you wanted to get to Yartar to Gruthug, you're probably talking about 4 days travel. But in all honesty, if you want to find Lin Armel in the middle of the Evermoors, which is a moving castle, it could take you that amount of time just to find it in there.
So I think we'd use 2 questions to ask what the quickest way to one is, quickest way to the other. The Oracle will be able to take into account what information we know, given that if it's all knowing, it will know that we have access to the teleportation circles.
Yeah.
So I think if you guys are in agreement, we just ask what's the quickest way to get to A, and then second question, what's the quickest way to get to B, and base it off of that, which one we go for.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. I mean, we've got nothing else to ask with the question. So the first one then is going to be, what is the quickest way from here to the Everglades?
For
The Everglades.
for us, we need to specify that it's for us, because if he says, planar transportation, because that,
Okay. Okay, what is the quickest way to the Evermoors for us to travel from here?
There is a town north of here, devastated by giants. There lies an unoccupied airship for you to use.
That is very cool.
boys.
Yeah. Let's ask about the other one, but I think
Well, it's
got
gonna
an
be the
agreement
same
for where-
answer.
I mean, we're getting the airship regardless, right?
Yeah.
But equally, you also know that you, as an alternative, you've got the teleportation circle should you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, last question.
fit-
Let's ask about Gruthug.
Ask if we can fit an airship into a teleportation circle.
Right, last question of this round.
Gruthug.
Well, it's going to be the same answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't. It might not be.
Well, either way, we're going north to get the airship. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if it
we're
is or
getting
not.
an airship regardless.
Okay. So are you asking that question or not?
We could ask how to fix the airship, or does it require anything?
Well, they didn't say it was in disrepair. They just said that it was unoccupied.
Okay. Can you imagine us 5 chuckle fucks trying to pilot an airship?
Okay, I don't think I got any more questions. So we can ask a stupid one if someone wants.
Yeah, I haven't got any. Quinch is morning.
Former pitch.
Anything?
Anything? Bueller. Are there any other just little threads left? Was there anything left from Dweezil's kind of his father and everything? Do I know what happened to my mother?
You don't? No?
Can I ask I want to ask the Oracle. Oracle, if this is okay with everyone else. When I had my visions and I saw the elf man and who was talking about a woman who had died, who were those people? Because I'm assuming that was my father and my mother.
Who? Okay. Who were which people you specifying? Just so I know who you're asking about.
The elf man in my dream who was who screamed in the hotel room, and the woman he was speaking about.
Okay. Okay, you do that. Assuming that is your final question.
Yeah, you all cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
The Oracle returns to you and says,
The man you saw was your father. The woman he discussed was your sister Keller.
Wow.
You knew this. You knew
I
this.
knew that was Keller.
You knew that your sister. You knew that your sister was Keller. It was a long time ago that we had that session.
But my sister, the one that Greg killed.
Yeah, all the way back in Nightstone.
So then, I was thinking that I was seeing what was actually happening then. No, it wasn't
I can give you this. Farinal was basically showing you visions of your past. Or not your past, but visions connected to your past. So he showed you 3 visions of essentially her funeral after she died at Nightstone. And
it was my very recent past, though.
Yeah. Him and him being shaken down by a couple of thugs from the Snail, if you remember that name, away back when, his crew. You also had a vision where you stood talking to Farinal within Nightstone, and you saw a hooded figure running in the distance. That was your sister Keller running for safety.
Wow.
From Greg.
Okay, so the final one of these lanterns pops out and leaves you in the dark. Those of obviously with you with dark vision can still see. Some of you may not. Greg, for example, and Quinch. But I suspect you may have lit a torch at some point just to protect yourself from the complete darkness. You've asked your questions. You've had your answers. What are you doing now?
Airship.
Well, I think we should make haste for the town in the north.
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, but there are loose ends that need tying up in this temple as we're leaving. Those women are in the entrance still, presumably.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, there are other parts of I'm assuming there will be parts of this place that we just haven't been in.
Yeah, it's largely unexplored. The place is massive, and we've basically just been down one room, through the crack in the crevice, the cave. That's where we... is that not where we saw the town? The devastated town?
No. When you went, you had the map.
Oh, right. Okay.
Krill found a map in one of the rooms that basically talked about... basically, it was a stone giant saying that they'd been to this town in the north. So you have a map to where this place is.
Okay.
Talking about an airship and talking about a person that they were looking for. I can't remember his name, Amber Cinder or something like that. Mm-hmm. So you know a little bit of information about where this is. So you're currently still in the room with the Oracle. You're stepping out. You walking out.
Yeah, I think so. Thank him for his help.
Okay. You walk out and you see there stood, still holding the axe that he had taken from Thrim's statue, which you may recall he swapped with his own axe. And he sees you emerge, all of you emerge from the archway, and he looks you up and down and he says, has this been a worthy time to come to the temple? Do you feel that we have enough information to continue from here?
Yes, very much, Harshnag. This has been a most fruitful visit. We did learn some sad news. The past. We learned of the sad passing of Mippage as well, just 3 days ago.
I have no context of what this Mippage is. Was he a previous traveller with you?
Do you remember me talking about the pigeon?
I remember talk of a pigeon, yes.
Yes, it was him.
I do not understand your relationship with this bird, but it is clearly important to you. And he puts his big hand on your shoulder and he says, what is important to you, Quinch, is important to Harshnag. This has been a fantastical journey here. When I was in the other room with you, you talked of 2 places, Lin Armal and Grothhog. Where is it you see that we should travel next?
Neither of those places.
I mean, have we told him about the airship?
It's up to you.
We should probably tell him that I would...
Yeah.
Do you think you'd fit on an airship?
You don't know. You've got no idea whether he'd fit on an airship. I mean, some airships are humongous things that he would be able to. Some are quite small. You have no context of how big this one is. You would think that the fact the Oracle told you about it, it's probably big enough for all of you. Because otherwise, why would it be told
we
you?
did say us as a collective. Yeah, that's fine. Let's tell him about the airship and our plans to...
What if Harshnag is against air travel, like a kind of giant Dungeons and Dragons
B.A.
Baracus, yeah.
Then he'll let us know
Spike
now.
his milk.
Yeah, but it's fair enough that he'll let us know now, and then we won't have to drag him for how many days to get to his town. He's like, actually, I don't like flying.
When you tell him the airship, you see this sort of like glazed, joyful, childish look across his face, where he's like, "I have never travelled in the air. This sounds like an adventure even Harshnag would be excited to do."
To the airship.
He says, so yeah, you tell him all that, and you say, is there anything you wish to do before we leave?
Dealer's choice, Harshnag. Do you think there's anything that we should? No, we're not gonna dungeon crawl the Eye of the Allfather, are we?
No,
I am keen to get off. We have answers. We have a place to go. I am keen, but I wish when we met, we talked about me not telling you what to do, and I am just holding up my end of this bargain. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, we need to see what's going on with those two women that we locked in the porch.
Okay. Harshnag takes one step, and then all of a sudden you see a trickle of stone fall from the ceiling of the room you're in. Rather confused, Harshnag looks up at where this came from, down at his foot, like confused at whether his step was so large that he could make such a mighty room as this vibrate to that extent, and looks back at you and sort of nervously smiles. I do not know what that is, but we should go, perhaps. Takes two more steps. All of a sudden, you hear coming from beyond the doors to the temple. You see the doors themselves shake uncontrollably. These are giant stone doors that Harshnag even struggled to move.
Oh, fuck.
You hear more noises coming from beyond those doors. All of a sudden you hear screams of women which are cut off in their prime. Harshnag looks around at all of you and says, I do not know what that is beyond that door, but this cannot be good news. And you see him, like, his grip tighten on his axe. What do you do?
Out through the secret entrance that we found?
Yeah, we don't need to talk to them women anymore, do we? Yeah, that's a good plan, to be fair, Daboff. Oh, Harshnag can't get out that way, can he?
No.
No. One for all and all for one. Circus featuring Harshnag.
Okay. Is that what are you doing?
We can't leave him, can we? In fact, we'd have to go into the main hall anyway to get through to there.
Is it not north of this room that we're in with the statues?
It is. But you also know, at the end of that secret rule, there was basically cliff face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a bit fucked. I reckon we just see what's coming through that door.
What are we picturing? There's giants coming in, attacking. Is that the rhythmic?
Do you know what I reckon it is? I reckon it's a dragon.
Dragon. Yeah. That's my thinking.
Mm-hmm. Never fought a dragon.
With you saying that, you hear an ear-piercing screech, much like a bird, but far louder and much more terrifying. And then you see the doors themselves
zombie mipid
shatter again as something tries to get through.
Another delicious episode in the can. Thanks for listening. You can find us on social media. Maybe you could share your favourite moments with us. If you have any friends or family that you think would enjoy the antics of the circus, we'd appreciate it if you told them about our podcast. What is this voice? I don't know, but isn't it just so?
If you have any spare change, you can support us financially on Ko-fi. It is of paramount importance that you do so.
Open square bracket. Hi lads, here's the script for the outro I'm planning to record. I don't know how to end it, so let me know if you can think of anything witty to finish it at. Oh.